These girls are young. I mean, they are 13, 14, and 15 years old. Listen to this.
Could Lola really be having sex behind her school for money? Is my 13-year-old daughter having sex in my bed? Is my little baby having sex with girls now?
Is my daughter Shayla still having sex after she promised me that she stopped? Are the hickeys on my daughter's chest from sex?
This is Mahogany, and she is terrified that she is going to uncover an ugly truth about her 13-year-old daughter, Lola. Now, Mahogany has heard rumors that her 13-year-old is having sex with boys behind her school. She also suspects that Lola may be having sex with girls. Now, Mahogany says, Mahogany believes that Lola is lying to people about her age, and she's fooling around with men as old as 30. Now, Lola is 13. Now, listen to what these suspicions are doing to Mahogany.
I know Lola's had sex 3 times, but I think it's more. 13, Lola. Is she having sex with people she don't even know? My son told me that Lola had sex in my house, even in my bed. How dare she? Now I'm hearing rumors that she had sex with girls. And she lied.
Lola, you were asked if you had sex with anyone other than the one boy your mother knows about. You admitted to having sex with 2 boys, but the lie detector determined that you have in fact had sex with more than 10 boys. Guess what? More than 10 boys. More than 10 boys.
More than 10 boys, right? More than 10 boys. I saw every boy I had sex with. I know who I had sex with. I don't know who.
Okay. You were asked if you ever had sex in your mother's bed. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You wanted to know exactly what your daughter's done. You cannot work with her unless you get it all out, okay? You gotta get it all out. You like to see your mother this way?
No, because that lie is a lie. No. No.
Look at your mother. You were asked if you ever had sex with a boy behind your school. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You were asked if you ever received money or gifts for giving. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. She was asked if she's had sexual contact of any kind with a girl, and Lola admitted that she had. Maggie has a 15-year-old daughter named Shayla. Now, when Shayla was just 12, Maggie found out that Shayla was having sex. Now, Shayla has told her mom that she is no longer sleeping with anybody, but Maggie doesn't believe it for a second. Not only does Shayla still dress too sexy for her age, she hangs out with much older guys, she comes home with hickeys all over her body. And if that doesn't sound bad enough, Maggie believes her 15-year-old daughter Shayla is having sex for money and gifts. How'd you find out that she was having sex at 12?
She came home one day. She had hickeys all over her neck. She didn't admit it at first, but when I kept questioning her and asking her about it, she finally decided to admit that she was.
And what was her reputation back where you used to live?
But where I used, it was awful.
You wanted a fresh start. You kind of moved, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Had to move out the
And
neighborhood.
she says she's been great.
Yeah, she says she isn't doing anything, nothing.
But you don't believe her.
I don't believe her because now she's coming home again with the hickeys on her neck and her chest. I found condoms in her room.
You think she may be getting money and gifts?
Yeah, she comes
Why?
home.
Because she gets stuff. She has stuff that you don't think. I mean, where'd she get it from?
comes home with like little gifts.
And there's this 23-year-old, right?
Yes.
You have suspicions about a 23-year-old guy with your 15-year-old daughter.
Yes. That's my baby. That's my baby.
This is what she had to say before the show.
I admitted to my mom a long time ago that I had sex with 5 different boys. And that's it. She really needs to leave me alone. Sometimes when I come home with hickeys on my chest, my mom thinks I get it from having sex. Boys just play around and put them on me. Hickeys don't mean sex. I come home.
We'll find out how tired it is. Here's Shayla. Shayla, come on out. You think you're old enough to... We're all going to find out together. Here we go. Shayla, you were asked if you had sex with anyone other than the 5 boys your mother knows about. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. In fact, you've had sex with more than 20 different boys. You wanted to hear the truth, didn't you? Huh? Didn't you want to hear the truth?
Yes.
Okay, come on out here. We have to finish this off.
No.
You've got to hear. You've got to have the answers for everything you wondered about, even if it's bad. You want to say, Shayla? You want to say anything to your mother? Then 20 guys, Shayla.
I'm sorry, Mother.
You're sorry?
Yep.
Boy, out there. Shayla, you were asked if you've ever had unprotected sex. You admitted that you have. And the lie detector said you've had unprotected sex at least 20 times. Shayla, you were asked if you had sex with a boy who gave you hickeys. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You were asked if you ever received money for having sex with a boy. And you admitted to our lie detector administrator that you definitely did get money 5 times. And when we asked you about oral sex for money, you admitted to doing that 5 times as well. But then the lie detector determined, in fact, that you received money for giving oral sex more than 20 times.
I try to raise y'all better than that, and it is not helping. What is it going to take?
We'll be back.